Hi guys, it's Happy Conscious Gal again. This is my third vlog for the day, and the reason I'm doing it was I promised in the last vlog that I would continue with some new points into this vlog. And the reason I'm doing so much vlogging today is because I had an amazing experience today where I went to my clinic in Melbourne, my HCG clinic, and I got tests done 2 weeks into the protocol and just had unbelievable results. As I said in the last vlog, my weight is down 6.7 kilograms, which is 14.8 pounds, and my body fat percentage has dropped, and my muscle percentage has gone up, which is amazing, and the quality of my cells in my body has improved. And the woman in the clinic said it's the best outcome she's ever seen in the first 2 weeks of HCG, and she said to me, I know it's because you're looking at HCG as a full mind, body, spirit process. I'm not just thinking of it as a diet. I mean, if it was just a diet, well, I've done lots of diets that don't work. And yes, I know it's working with our hormones, but I believe that if I was just doing straight HCG, with just the hormones and the food, I'm sure I'd get an excellent result on the scales, but I'm not convinced that I would keep the weight off, because I feel that what brings you the most absolute maximum results and keeps the weight off is when you look at something at all levels: emotional, mental, belief, spiritual, psychic, energetic, everything. And as I've told you guys, I have recovered from a decade of chronic pain, and I'm totally well now, and I move like a cat. But to get out of chronic pain to where I am now, I had to look at my life on every possible level. And that's what helped me get well. And so with this HCG thing, I'm looking at it on every possible level. And I think that's why I had such amazing results in the tests today. And I've had such great weight loss. So I wanted to share one of the things that I believe has really helped with this HCG process to give me such high scores. And it's to do with my state of being in terms of my intention for this process. So the first part of that is that at the start of this year, just before Christmas, I'd had a lot of shifts, as I spoke about last time, in my relationship with my body and my body fat. And I got to the point where I finally knew I was really ready to look good. You know, I'd let go of all the emotional reasons why I didn't want to look good, why I didn't love myself, blah, blah, blah. And I finally got to the point where I thought, I'm ready to really look like a glowing, healthy, radiant being. Because I eat super healthy food, I live a conscious lifestyle, it's time that my body looked like I live. It should reflect my lifestyle, but it wasn't. It was reflecting the lifestyle of someone who was fat and tired, and that doesn't match how I live. So I was like, something has to shift here. And so I decided to do something I've never done before. It was a bit sort of daggy, but shit, it's really worked. I did what's called a vision board. So I made a vision board of really how I wanted to look. And I'll show you it in a minute. I've got it on the wall. I made it graphic, and I spent days doing this all weekend, every night, I really got clear on how I wanted to look. I picked a weight, which seemed an impossible weight, but actually now that I'm on HCG, it seems to me that it is now a possible weight I could get to. But I picked a weight that I knew would be me at absolute optimal health. And I found pictures of women in I bought millions of magazines, lots of magazines. Well, I say millions, yeah, I'm an exaggerator. I bought like 4 or 5 magazines, which for me is millions of magazines. And I looked through them for women who were tall, because I'm very tall. I'm 5'9", 175 centimeters. I've got very broad shoulders, so I picked pictures of women who were tall, broad-shouldered, with long blonde hair, and slim. So anyone I could find, pop star, celebrity, supermodel, anyone I could find who was tall, broad-shouldered, with long blonde hair. And I cut them out, and I stuck them on. And then I just found words in magazines like beautiful, gorgeous, slim, sexy, strong, fit, healthy, glowing, vibrant, words like that. And the important thing from what I've read about vision boards is to actually find those words in the magazine. Don't write them by hand. Because if you write them by hand, then you're putting your own energy into it, and I might not have believed that when I was writing it. But the magazine's neutral. It doesn't have any beliefs. So you pick the words out of magazines. Some of the letters I even had to put the words together from a letter from this word, a letter from this word, a letter from this word. And if you think about it, the hours and hours and hours that I spent making the words from the different letters and finding the pictures and sticking it all together, how much energy that took of mine. It's like, it was basically saying over and over again to my subconscious or to my higher self, however you look at it, I'm committed to this, I'm committed to this, I'm spending another hour on this, I'm spending another hour on this, I'm spending another... It's like pouring my lifeblood into this vision board. I'm saying to myself, I mean this vision board. I'm committed to this. This is really what I'm choosing to look like. This is not just some fun thing I'm doing for half an hour. So if you're going to do a vision board, pour your heart and soul into it, spend weeks on it, find amazing pictures, really do it. I'll show it to you in a minute, but I have to say that I know that doing that vision board is one of the key pieces in this whole journey for me. And I've done years of looking at my emotional stuff around weight loss and everything, as I've told you, and there's way more pieces to this that I'll share in future vlogs. But I think this was one of the biggest pieces, because it's like, by setting such a clear intention, this is how I choose to look, this is what I'm going to be looking like for the rest of my life. I was setting an intention to the universe. I was making a declaration, and I actually stuck it on my wall, and I look at it every day. And other than that, I did nothing else. I didn't change my diet, I didn't go on a diet, I didn't think about weight. I just made that vision board, stuck it on the wall, and then left it in the hands of the universe to show me how. And what I've learned in my life, like how I manifested my partner, who I'm now with, who's basically my life partner now, I've manifested business things, I've manifested getting out of pain, as I make a very strong declaration that's very clear, and then I leave it to the universe to show me how. And within a month of that, this cleanse, 28-day cleanse, came along that my boyfriend wanted to do, which completely changed my life, and I'll talk about that another time, and set my body up to be in very good nutrition, so that when I did HCG, I didn't have any toxins in my body. So doing HCG, I'm not getting headaches and all toxic reactions because I did this cleanse before. When I did the cleanse, didn't know I was going to be doing HCG. It's like sort of like divine timing. So I did this cleanse, and I didn't lose any weight in the cleanse, but I still felt so much healthier afterwards. I had so much more energy, and I'd eliminated so much toxic crap from my body, because you see it all come out the toilet. All the years of stuff that you ate, literally the crap in your body comes out. And your intestines get cleaned out, your colon gets cleaned out, your skin gets better. So I knew I was much healthier and stronger. And so then a few months after that, I was going to this clinic that I've been going to about period pains to look at my hormones, get some tests done to see if I could fix that. And I walked in, and they had this sign up saying that they offered HCG. And I had heard of HCG about a year earlier, but I was like, oh, I don't do diets anymore. I don't do diets. I spent my whole life on a diet from age 12 to age 37, and then I swore I'd never do another diet. I'm not doing HCG. So a year later, here I am. I've set this intention. I've made a vision board. I'm clear. I'm going to be 60 kilos for the rest of my life. I'm 100% locked on to that vision. I mean, I'm locked on. And what happens when you're locked onto a vision is the whole universe arranges itself around that vision. And your body starts to arrange itself around that vision. It's like a rubber band that's been pulled off, just snaps back. It's like I'm holding the vibration of 60 kilos. I'm holding the vibration of slim. I'm holding the vibration of vibrant and healthy. And the only thing my body has to do is catch up to that vibration. Like, I'm already there. My mind's already there. My being's already there. My energy field's already there. My body's just got to quickly catch up to where I actually am. And that's the difference. Anytime I've done a diet in the past, I didn't do any work with vision boards or setting intentions or getting very clear on all levels. I just did the diet. But of course, my mind didn't really believe it. I didn't really love myself. I wasn't ready to lose the weight. It was still, protecting me from emotions, and it was doing all the things it was doing. But this time, I got very clear. I am a healthy, slim person. My whole energy field says that. My face says that. My mind says that. My heart says that. My gut says that. My emotions say that. The only thing that doesn't say that yet is my body, and it's quickly scrambling to get there, to catch up to the rest of me. And so, interestingly, as soon as I did that, as I said, the cleanse showed up. I did the cleanse for 28 days, felt much better. Didn't lose any weight, but felt better. Knew I was on the path, didn't know what was going to come next. Then I walk into this HCG clinic, to this wellness clinic for my period pain, and they're offering HCG. And I was like, wow, I haven't thought about that for a year. Shit, maybe this is the right time to do that, because I'm not doing it as a diet. I'm doing it as the final piece in this long puzzle of really getting back to full health. And this is the last little piece, which is about sorting out all the hormones and the leptin and the fat metabolism, getting everything to work properly. If I do it as a diet, I'll just put the weight back on. Because I'm doing it as hormone therapy, I'm sticking to it strictly, and I'm only going to do it once. So whatever happens after this, that's it. I'm only doing HCG once. And I'm using it for many, many other reasons, which I'll talk about in other vlogs, not just to lose weight. So anyway, so I set that intention, and look what happened. The cleanse turned up. A HCG clinic that I already know the people in the clinic. The woman who was helping with my period pain, who I love, is an expert in HCG, it turns out, so she's mentoring me through it. It's like, could the universe have arranged this any easier? Right in my hometown, they have injections here and everything, HCG injections. So, and since then, everything else has just fallen into place. Since I started, everything's been really easy. I've really enjoyed the fish. The fish is doing really, really good things for my muscles. I'm getting more muscle mass because I'm eating higher proteins. It's like everything in the universe is going whoop to meet my intention. And as I said, the test results showed, she said, that the best result she's ever seen in 2 weeks of HCG. And I know a lot of that is to do with the fact that I set this ironclad intention. So if you haven't done that yet and you're on the diet, go and do it. Just have fun. Spend a few weeks. Get pictures together. You know, really lock that in. And it's not just a fun thing to do. Like, lock it in deeply. You know, believe it. Believe that this is who you can be. And in actual fact, believe that this is who you are. Because I'm not holding it that I'm going to become a slim person. I'm holding it that I am a slim person. I am a healthy person. I'm a high vibration person. I'm a dynamic person. And I'm vibrating with health. And you just can't see it yet because my body hasn't caught up. That's it. It's an interesting place to be. Anyway, I'm going to quickly show you the vision board before I hang up this vlog so you can see it, because it's pretty funny. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, there you go. So you can probably see, ooh, it's hard with this computer. So at the top it says 1 July 2012, so you write it in the present tense. 1 July 2012, I weigh 60 kilograms, woohoo! And then I've got all these things on it like, I love my flat stomach. I am sleek, sexy, fit, strong and toned, healthy and full of energy. My best body ever. I feel happy. You know, I love my figure. What else? You know, unique. And you can see it's all tall blonde women who are really, really slim and fit. How I am now becoming. Who I now am being. And then I got a picture of myself, and this is the funniest part of the whole thing, which I really recommend doing. I made this idea up. I got a picture of myself, and I got scissors, and I cut myself out. You see, that's a picture stuck on. And I got scissors, and I cut myself a small waist, and a small waist, and I trimmed my hips, and I trimmed my hips, and I trimmed my arms. My face was already quite thin in this photo because it was from a few years ago. But you'll see there's still like fat there sticking out, which I couldn't cut out in the picture. But I basically cut this picture to make it look like a very skinny version of myself. So every day when I walk past this picture, I see a skinny version of myself on the wall with my face. And that is really funny. So I highly recommend you make a vision board for yourself. You can see how big this one is. It's huge. I'm trying to, sorry, my computer's rocking. It's very big. It's like a big, massive poster board. And it's covered with tall, powerful, broad-shouldered, long-legged blondes, which is who I am becoming. And it's totally inspiring. Anyway, so I just wanted to show you that because it's a funny thing. I've never done it before, and I just think it's made a huge difference in this whole journey. I know that all that is happening at the moment is my body's frantically racing to catch up with the image I have in my mind and with the person who I'm being every day. And we're just going to give my body a little bit of encouragement so it can help it catch up. And I know people around the world have cured themselves from cancer by using this approach of getting very clear, this is who I am, I'm healthy, I'm healthy, I'm healthy, I'm healthy. And the body just catches up to that belief. Because we always reflect externally, our bodies always are just a reflection of what we believe. And I believe I'm slim. And you're going to watch over the next few weeks, the rest of this fat is just going to melt off. And I'm going to say thank you to it and goodbye to it with love because it served me very well in my life and I don't need it anymore. So anyway, it's been a long vlog today, but it was a huge epic day getting those test results back and I had so much to share. I've got a million more things to tell you about all this, a million more processes I've developed over the last 2 weeks that I think have really helped. But I'm going to save them for another day because it's time to go and have a rest. Because it's important on P2 to stay calm. And today I've been so excited, I haven't spent much time staying calm. So I'm going to go and get calm now. Alright everyone, have a beautiful day. See ya!